Well, hello, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel is my mate Bridgeman. Evening, Bridge.
Oh, could I say a big good evening to you, Oxford? Huge good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all our Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
What about this young team want us to move the show forward because this is too late for their bedtime? What do you make of that?
Oh, it's shocking, isn't it? Shocking. When you say the young team, are you speaking about our good friends from Ayrshire and Port Glasgow?
Let's just say one of them's all right, one of them's written the out it. Yeah.
I like that one. Yes.
How are you, mate? Everybody safe in the Bridge world?
Everybody's good here, pal. Thanks very much. What about yourself? Are you okay down there?
So far, some good.
Spam Valley.
Unfortunately, the virus has reached some friends that we know, so we've had a bereavement. Somebody with underlying issues, but it has been the virus that's took them away. So sad, and all my thoughts go to everybody that's dealing with the same thing, mate.
Yeah, it's touching so many people, and obviously the threads no longer getting close to you. You know how this nonsense about 6 or 7 steps to close. You're next to somebody by 6 or 7 steps, and it may even be less now with this coronavirus. It's going to cause most problems. Most problems I've ever known. I've never known anything like it.
We'll just asking you, be sensible, stay in if you can. Look after yourself, and hopefully we can see this out the way. Anyway, I think you've got a statement for your captain, haven't you?
Yes, indeed. From James Tavernier. He's not put a wee update. And he's saying, I'll just read this out to you. It's a dear supporter. Rangers Football Club would like to extend our best wishes to all of our supporters worldwide. We do that every night, don't we? During this very difficult time, everyone's health and well-being comes first and foremost. We are indebted to the courage of medical staff, key workers in the UK and across the world. On behalf of Rangers FC, thank you for everything. Thank you for everything you're doing for us. Club captain Tavernier has shared a message to all worldwide support. There is a lot of uncertainty and worry for everyone around the world right now. I know what an institution like Rangers means to our loyal fans, but football must be secondary right now. It is vital that we follow the advice of the government and the medical experts to beat this virus. Football and sport in general play a massive role for the health and well-being of millions around the world, both physically and mentally. Sports unites us all. This virus is impacting everyone in all aspects of life. Naturally, we are all concerned for our family, friends and loved ones, but hopefully in time we'll be able to get back to normality. Couldn't get that word out there, excuse me. Let's look forward to getting back to the joy of being back on the pitch and supporting our team. As players, we're in constant contact with the club as this situation changes. We've been given specific fitness and dietary programs, to follow in the coming weeks, and all the lads are communicating with each other and with the staff. The programs are geared towards us being in the best possible physical condition, and we are looking forward to being back together at the club very soon. In closing, please look after yourselves and loved ones. Stay safe. Follow your local government guidelines. Thank you to the medical staff and all key workers in the UK and across the world. James Tavernier. Statement ends.
Well, okay, yeah. Very poignant statement. Just reiterating some of the stuff that we've been mentioning, Bridge, but fair play to him for taking the time to commit to it. He is our club captain, and people are looking for leadership sometimes because the Rangers family's large, Bridge.
Massive. Massive.
The Rangers family's large. I don't know what you're doing there, but have you you going to share these sweeties?
What sweeties?
Exactly.
No, I've not got any sweeties. I'm sitting here trying to concentrate on this. No, I've not got any sweeties, buddy. I'd love to have sweeties, may I say.
What's your favourite?
I have to say chocolate caramels or something like that. I just...
Easy.
I really do. I'm dead easy, Chocolate caramels.
Yeah, that was a real interesting night last night, wasn't it?
It was indeed, I think the last couple of nights have been superb, and I think the younger guys like Port Bear and his good buddy Doobie Doobie.
Doobie Doobie Doo.
Dibby. You know the young, what's his Stardog? That's Dibby.
Stardog.
Yeah. So these two, I think they quite enjoyed. Unfortunately, Portbear was working last night, but the few nights that he's been available, it's been really good, and their comments are good. Their comments are absolutely top notch.
I think the advantage that maybe say Stardog's got than us. Maybe you mentioned if you mentioned what we talked about Davy Cooper the night before. Well, you can go on YouTube, whereas a generation ago, Bridge, and before that, you didn't have the access to all this stuff, so you can see the skills of these people.
Yeah, it's a God's honest truth. I think today we are really, really fortunate to have this kind of stuff available. I think it's marvellous. I've sat for about 3 hours today watching old Rangers and Celtic matches, where I don't watch the ones we get beat, of course, I just watch the ones we win. And I think to myself, when I was watching a couple of them, one of them was a 5-1 game. You remember the season when they beat us 6-2 at the Midden?
Mm-hmm.
And
Andy Flo's debut.
That's it. And Andy Flo's debut, scored his goal, and also Michael Moll scored his goal in the Rangers Celtic match. It was his first Rangers Celtic match goal.
His debut. It was his debut, aye.
Yeah. So it was. These were brilliant, and I have to say to you, I think one night, maybe one evening, we could discuss the games that we thought we should have done a lot better goals wise.
We'll be there forever.
No, I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's such a marvellous subject, See that game we're speaking about, I just mentioned it there, that 5-1, that could easily have been 9 or 10, easily. We had a lot of chances. Torrey Andy Flo must have missed 4 or 5 himself. So if we had those players in the right psyche, with the right state of mind, I'll tell you now, if we'd said to them, you go out there and you score 8 goals, because Celtic had lost their man, they get a man 10. So we're playing against 10 men, and we were murdering them. And as soon as did the same thing, we beat them 5-1 at Ibrox on a really, really wet day, and they should have just kept going. And I think was that no one? But Butch Wilkins scored as well. These games are fabulous. Rangers were brilliant, and they just took the foot off the gas. Admittedly, they deliberately did it because they thought the game was won anyway. But I'd have loved them to just press forward and score again.
Well, with a 5-1 game back in 88, wait a minute, let me get this. 88. Soonest and Cooper came on and they started extracting the Michael instead of going for goals. But there you go. But we're going to look back at a game for 1984, and it is a Rangers and Celtic game, and I'm going to put it out there. I think this game changed the course of Rangers history, because I think it was a making, or it could have been the breaking of Ali McCoist. History could have went differently if Ali hadn't scored the goals that day.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my thinking. But listen, we have to put that out to the callers, yeah? I'm saying
absolutely.
That was a pivotal day in Rangers history, because that was the start of the legend that became Ali McCoist, the player, for that cup final onwards. He scored a hat-trick in the cup final. We played some great stuff. The famous games, famous quotes for Jock Wallace. The interview before the game. I think Old School Boy's going to try and get us the Jock Wallace interview.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
After the game, when the
that'd be brilliant.
Him, which is comedy gold.
Right.
And it's the one he says before the game, I fancy a strong way, I've got a battle fever on.
The battle fever's on.
So, 1984 on this day, 25th of March. Yeah, 25th, that's the 25th of March.
Yep.
Hampden Park, I'm putting it out there. It was a day that changed the course of Rangers history, because it was the start of the legend that became Ali McCoist. Anybody think different? He's a call, and what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We've brought in the call tonight, but Old School Blue. Fox is having a well-deserved night off, putting his feet up. So there you go. That's what I'm thinking, mate. Catalyst. Obviously a wee bit before Stardog's time, but I think Port Bear must have been about 25 when that game took place. What do you think, Bridge? Oh, we lost him.
No, I'm here, pal. I'm here. I'm chuckling away myself there. when you're saying the two youngins, Port Bear and when I was, when they were telling us their kids' ages and things like, oh my God, and they're the youngins. Wow.
I don't think so, Bridger.
I'm only winding them up.
I think the young team's still me and Fox are listening to they too, you know what I mean?
Two nicest guys too. Wonderful. Wow.
They're the future, mate. They're the future. Well, I don't know
indeed.
Port Bear, 6 months he'll be collecting his pension, I think.
Well, I don't want to say that, but you might be.
Anyway, young Stardog's joined us way before his time, 1984. He'll be having a go at me. How are we doing, Stardog?
How you doing? I tell you what, first and foremost, I'm offended to be repeatedly put in the same category as Port Bear and Youngin. I think it's a disgrace to us Youngins.
I don't want to upset you, mate. You're no young neither.
I'm 28, mate. There's a big difference between 28 and 43.
Stardog! Dooby-dooby-doo!
Obviously, Port Bear's age better than you. He's also joined us, Port Bear. Evening, Port Bear.
Port Bear. I can't say it for laughing. I'm sorry. I'll get to it shortly. Oh boy, what bear you two are?
Stardog, what are you talking about, mate? What are you talking about? I'm a young guy.
You're as young as you feel, old Port Bear. You're as young as you feel, old boy.
Look, was I feel about 50, mate?
You ought to see his picture, Stardog. He looks every day.
Hard paper run.
Hard paper run? Must have done the high flats without the lift. Right, a wee bit before your times, 1984, but you know the legend that is Alan McCoist.
I don't remember the game as a kid. Sorry, mate.
Aye, Stardog. I'm putting out there that this was a catalyst for the start of the legend that became Alan McCoist.
Aye. That was his game, mate. That was his game. I mean, I absolutely love Alan McCoist. I've watched every documentary there is to watch about him, mate. And it'd be fair to say, Jerry didn't have an easy time, mate, before that game, did he? There was cheers for the stands telling him to get to, and, a lot of folk don't give Alan McCoist the credit that he's due, mate. He had a mental toughness that not a lot of players had, mate, because he had a torrid time before he got the goals, and that was the catalyst for him, mate, as a player, and, for him to go in and get all the goals for us as a club, mate. But what a mental toughness the guy had, and that's first and foremost about him. I don't think a lot of folk realise that about Alan McCoist, mate. Tough guy.
Aye. Listen, we'll be joined by another couple of callers, well-kent faces. Andy for Leeds has joined us. Good evening, Andy.
How you doing, boys?
Is that a good-looking one? The good-looking one?
Aye, definitely. Aye. As each day goes past, I'm not so sure about that. I know you like it.
Nice to hear from you, Andy. Nice to hear from you.
Aye, and you. How you all keeping well? That's the main thing.
Oh, housebound. We're housebound.
Yeah,
we've also been joined by JFK. And
Jimmy, how you doing?
Hi, Jimmy.
If my memory serves me right, I was waking that day in 1984, but it was a long time ago.
Oh, you're joking.
Former Rangers and Scotland fullback who played in a few Rangers matches over the years.
All right, guys, how you doing?
Oh, you're very, very quiet, JFK.
Very quiet, Jimmy.
Talk to Andy and I'll fix it.
Right. Andy, what we're putting out there is we're looking for somebody with a different point of view. That game in 1984, we'll dissect it a bit. It was the start of the
Rangers and
legend.
Well, do you know what? Just before he got that, actually, I think Big Jock was very, very cute there because he took him up in his office and he says, Cardiff's been on the phone. Just looked at him, and that changed Alan McCoist altogether. That was the start of him going off and going. More or less said, do you want to knuckle down, get on with it, or Cardiff's on the phone? And we all know what happened after that, don't we?
Yeah. Can I come in, Oxshare? Just for a second. I vividly remember these days. And actually, McCoist, he's actually quite poor and for Ali McCoist because he was Super Ali at the end of the day, And really and truly, it was. I think his career was teetering on the edge there. And if that's true, what what Andy says there, that's probably something that shook him up, and he's come out and done it. And he never looked back after that, that's for sure. But my goodness gracious, he was he wasn't turning it on every week, and he was missing a lot of chances, but he was still Super Ali, that's the way we let him.
Well, we were wanting to kill him at one bit, weren't we?
Yes, indeed.
Deary me, and he scored a fair amount against them, plenty of goals. I remember him flattening Bonner. I think it was at the League Cup final, didn't he? Bonner started, chipped him over the stands more or less, didn't he? Over the stands, I remember that. He was no fool, was McCoist. He was tougher than what you thought he was.
Better believe it.
You couldn't play like he played in the longevity, mate, without being able to look after yourself. I hope JFK's joined us. Evening, JFK. You sorted?
Yeah, I think I'm making.
That's better.
Dulcet tone.
How's all doing, guys? All keeping safe and happy.
Where have you been, Jimmy? Where have you been?
I've just had a few things today. The last few.
Right, okay.
Last week, like a paintbrush and a ladder and roller pole and things like that.
And her telling you what to do.
Oh, she always helped me that anyway, Bridgeman. that bit's a gimme, mate. That's what happens. As soon as that band goes on that finger, mate, that's you're captured.
Oh dear.
You know what it's like.
But you've been okay, Jimmy?
Yes, I've been good, mate. I'm like yourself. I'm isolated and that, I'm having my ciders sent to me with airmail and all that. I'm managing to get them.
And how's your Graham? How's your Graham?
Well, Graham lost his job at his hotels. Hoping to open back up again in May. But he's falls into the 80% category, so at least he's still getting some sort of pay. My big boy Mark, who's self-employed, he's still waiting to see what the Chancellor's going to say tomorrow.
Yeah.
My wee wife, she's at the deep end. She's working with the elderly and infirm down in the home.
When she comes in, she sees you. It must be like a home event.
Hey. No, when she sees me standing with the fireman's hose and a big scrubbing brush.
It's a long time since you've been standing with your fireman hose.
What it is a hose now, but a fireman bit will leave out here. Anyway, guys, it's great to be back in again and listen to you on. I've listened to a few of the shows since I've not been on it. Never has been fantastic. But
1984.
Oh, mate, we were there together. Yes. What a fantastic day that was. Absolutely magnificent, mate. And I totally agree with you saying. That was probably after all the hullabaloo with Ali McCoist, and I stood beside guys that booed him. But that was definitely the game that was a catalyst for his career as a Rangers player, Rangers legend, to take off, mate. And what a fantastic day it was. Got to agree with that, yep. 100%. What a player. Longevity. Oh.
Here. He scored 10 in the League Cup that season, yeah? Sorry, 9. 9
was it, aye? Did he score
goals.
It? Aye.
9 goals. But he only scored 20 the whole season. Obviously, the season before that, he'd only come in near the end, so
yeah,
he'd only scored 8 league goals, which he's judged about. And then, obviously, 84, 85 was 12 league goals. And then it starts creeping up.
Yeah.
So I still believe that without that day, that the legend that be Alan McCoist wouldn't have been Port Bear.
Definitely, mate. I grew up watching that game. I didn't actually see it. I don't remember seeing it on the day, etc. But on that particular day, mate, it showed nerve, determination, and absolute persistence. In my opinion, that's the best 3 words I can use to describe that victory. Alan McCoist was in a bit of a dark place, as I'm led to believe. And a hat trick that sealed a cup final win. Where could you ask for to start your platform to make you a Rangers legend? From that point on, mate. And then I supported the guy for as long, as he played for Rangers, and he was like my hero for me, mate. He was an absolute hero for me. Very underrated, I think, still to this day. His goals ratio is absolutely fantastic. But I don't think he ever gets really a credit he probably deserves. I think he could have done it in any league, mate, and that's my God's honest. I think he could have done that in any league in Europe at the time. Great striker, mate.
I think he was a better player than people gave him credit for, mate. A better player.
His international career was superb as well, mate. He had a great international career. I can remember some of his international goals, against big teams and great defenders. I just don't think, as you say, it's just recognition, and I don't think he's got the European recognition he deserves.
It was 92 Ox year he scored 49 goals, when he won the Golden Boot.
Aye. It was. Some fantastic seasons. You could argue that when he scored a lot of goals, and people would still say he's not the best finisher we've seen. But whether you like him or whether you dislike him, you can't take away the big goals he scored for our club, JFK.
Oh, definitely. I mean, maybe no meant a lot to a lot of people, but I mean, the game that when I was in the East Enclosure, you were probably standing beside me, was the game on the Friday night in the Glasgow Cup. Remember?
I was in the Govan stand that night.
Well, you mate, aye. Oh, what a night that was. That was kissing the boot and all that, and giving it Yahoo and Big Loudies and all that. Great memories, Ali. I mean, the winning goal in the League Cup final, especially, his face was a treat to watch, and he's a fantastic football player. He got a lot of bad things said about him after the carry on when he walked away for Rangers, and quite rightly so, because I thought he was treated quite shabbily at times, but by some sections of support. But some people stopped calling him a legend, but in my eyes, always will be a Rangers legend.
I think there's two Alan McCoist, Andy. There's Alan McCoist, the player, and unfortunately, there's Alan McCoist, the manager. And you could say the same about John Gregg.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at Alan McCoist when he left as a manager, I mean, I think he actually had a wee mini breakdown there, right enough. He looked very. He was unshaven. He didn't look right. His eyes weren't right. And that who was the other guy that was in McDowell? Christ almighty, did you see him after we got beat at the filth? I mean, no seeing him, he was just totally gone, wasn't he? So there was a lot of things that contributed to how that happened. See that League Cup final we're on about, though? He reminds when that Bonner saves the penalty, doesn't he? Get a look at that. Look at the filth. They jump up when he saves it, and Ali goes and puts it in. They go up and down like a bobbin in about 2 seconds. Absolutely fantastic, Ali, I tell you. But
I didn't think he was the best player on the pitch that day, but you'll not believe this, Bridgeman. I thought Bobby Russell was the best football player on show that day, but maybe I was just biased.
Well, I have to take a pinch of salt sometimes when you talk about Bobby Russell, because you just see stars there. You think he's the best player ever, right? But no, I agree with you. I do agree with you. He was a very accomplished player, Bobby Russell, and when you watch some of his games, his accomplishments don't actually match up to the reports you read in the paper or anything like that, because he seems to be a quieter, effective player, But he was a great player. He was a really good player. I liked him a lot, mate. Oxford. Not as much as you, I must admit. No. Yeah, I liked him a lot.
He was my Russell Latterby. Yeah.
Russell Latterby.
Stardog.
Russell Latterby. But wait a minute, you were calling him Lafferty last night.
He's Kyle's cousin.
Kyle's big brother.
I was in shock, Bridge.
Tell you, Ox here. Alan McCoist, there'll not be many Rangers players put so many smiles in Rangers supporters' faces than Alan McCoist. He's done, in my opinion, he's done so much good. As in finishing games off, finishing teams off, scoring goals, and had his rocker in the stands. There's not many Rangers players, and as a whole, will do that to your support than maybe he did it.
But one of the things about him is that he's a true local boy. He's got East Kilbride boy. He's as Glasgow as they come in that sense. And that's one of the things a lot of folk can't quite grasp. Because Rangers players came from everywhere. But Alan McCoist was sorry, pal.
It said a lot about him, to be honest with you, when Souness was doing what he did to him, not getting it. I mean, he's coming on. I mean, he came on that day against Aberdeen, scored 2 goals. I remember that Murray saying at the time, he said, I looked at him when he scored that goal. He said, I looked at Souness. He said, there wasn't even emotion on his face. He said, I knew Ali was in trouble then with him. But he stuck it out, didn't he? And then he went on even further. And think about the chances that he missed. What kind of goal scoring record he would have had. Because he missed a hell of a lot of chances, didn't he? Easy chances.
Well, there's 2 arguments to that side of that coin. There's one that he was there to take the chances, and one that he could have been better and scored them. But there's a flip side to that. Stardog, that team that day, we were getting near the end. It was all homegrown players, no Scottish or British players that played for us that day, mate. Two guys for Northern Ireland, and the rest of the team were all Scottish, mate.
Would one of the guys be Jimmy Nicholl?
Yeah. It would be. And I'll go to Port Bear, who obviously know who the other guy was.
Hey, pass Oaks.
JFK.
Thanks for the call, mate.
John McClellan, captain.
Thanks for the call.
Start dog, you're learning.
John McClellan, captain.
Thank you, JFK. It's decent to be talking to a decent Rangers supporter who knows his
Did
stuff.
you,
shocker.
Did you finger him? Is that the wrong saying? Did you button him?
Shocker.
Thanks for the call, Port Bear. Do you know, Stardog? See, we've been doing this 27 minutes. We've been nearly talking about this. Would you know if the team in front of you Googled ready?
That's
well,
cheating.
I mean, that would be...
That's cheating.
No. You've got to do your homework, mate. Got to do your homework. I mean, an older fella like yourself, Port Bear, you should remember these days.
An older fella?
Gets better.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, the team now.
Right, I'll give you the team.
As the Proclaimers would say, young team no more.
Oh, Peter, you've had to move. You're having to come out with me and Allbear and Fox and JFK now.
The referee was a gay. The referee was a gay cavalier that day, wasn't it?
Valentine.
Well, Valentine, aye.
The gay cavalier.
We had Peter McCoy, Jimmy Nicholl, Ali Dawson, John McClellan, Craig Patterson, Dave McPherson, Bobby Russell, Alan McCoist, Sandy Clark, John McDonald, Davy Cooper, the sub-slate, great Colin McCadden, and a good friend of the show, Hugh Burns.
Yeah.
Hugh Burns.
Goals by Alan McCoist right on half-time. And from memory, I think Murdo McLeod got raped with Bobby Russell and he got upended and it was a penalty, right just in half-time.
Yep.
And then the second goal, JFK, was something with Barcelona. It was an assist by big Peter McCoy.
The big gas meter. The Girvan Lighthouse, what a player he was. Had a few bad games, but most of them are good. That was a good goal, mate. I mean, what more can you say about a goal like that? That was that textbook Rangers in that era?
Sandy Clark went rustling for the ball, and the ball broke to McCoist, and he slid it in about 8 yards out. We're 2-0 up and coasting Port Bear.
I mean, as I said, I don't remember the game from memory. I've only seen it several times after, as you said, through YouTube and that. But I always remember watching documentaries about it as well, when there was a bit of ongoing bit of wind up by McCoist and Roy Aitken during the whole match. I remember McCoist mentioned he just wound him up the whole game. He just kept up in his ear. We're going to beat you. We're going to do this. I'm going to score again, etc., etc. And it's pretty funny to watch because that's just what it was like. He was in Roy Aitken's ear all day.
The third goal came for, I think, Jimmy Nicholl chipped the ball into McCoist's edge of the box, and Aitken just rattled him for no reason. JFK.
Aye, right. He did. I think he was fed up with Ali McCoy's nipping his ear the whole game. You had him in his pocket. And I remember that story, Ali McCoy. I remember seeing something on YouTube. He was telling a story about how and Big Aitken were into it, and obviously when Ali put the third one in, he said there was a few choice words he says, which says can't be repeated for the family reasons, but they get tore into him. It was good to see Big Aitken get his nose rubbed in it. I hated him with a vengeance.
I see they chased him, Jimmy, didn't he? He chased him all around the park.
Hated him. Aye. But Ali just gave them I would agree with Oxy and Bobby Russell, but I thought David Cooper that day had a fantastic game as well. The whole team played well. Sandy Clark as well, believe it or not, for what it was worth at that time. But it was a fantastic day.
Favourites, wasn't it, Jimmy? Rangers were one of the favourites.
That was but we were still winning cups when they were winning their 9 in a row, and and Aberdeen and Hearts were. So Aberdeen, the D-United were winning things as well. But we were getting nipped in with a League Cup or a Scottish Cup while they done that. But that was only a couple of years before unfortunately, the Jock went away and we brought the great Graham in and we went on for there. But no, we weren't the favourites for that at all.
We weren't close in the league, mate, then. We weren't.
Aye, you're right.
We weren't close. We couldn't compete. We couldn't get a run. We could beat anybody, particularly Dundee United, who had a fabulous side. Aberdeen we struggled against. We done all right against that mob, but we just couldn't get any consistency.
No.
Much like now. We've not been beat for weeks. That's true. That's true.
Andy, Jimmy Nichol. I think he was in loan then, and then he came back to the club later on. But he was a good player for us.
Oh, a brilliant player. Got stuck in. Knew what we were all about. Knew what the fans thought. Like, he was a great player. He was a good servant for Rangers. It's a pity we got him too late in his career, in my opinion. I think he just, we'd have got him a couple of years previous, like, we might have gone on a little bit different, I think he was a fantastic player, and he's good with the ball. Never let us down, did he? I can't even remember a game he let us down in, from memory, and I liked when he run Rangers there for the last 3 or 4 games there, the passion and the way he spoke about him. He actually understood what we were going through, and that was a problem as well. But I thought he was an absolutely fantastic player and brilliant. Yeah,
he was one of my favourite players as a right back for Rangers. One of my favourite right backs. I thought
he never let us down, did he?
Well, he had all the qualities because he came from a sort of a much higher league, and coming down to us. When I say down, I dare say to him, it was just a wee shift down the road a bit, because he loved the Rangers. He absolutely loved the Rangers. That's the impression I got with him anyway.
Yeah.
There's a few Rangers captains in that team, John McClellan, Ali Dawson, Craig Patterson. Our captain is John McClellan, the most successful of the 3 skipper. Andy, then GFK.
Yeah, I like John McClellan, but there was a thing there. We were up that actually got lifted at half time in that League Cup final for drinking. Was there not something where they handed him the trophy? He was in dispute with Rangers and he refused to take the trophy. There's something sticks in my mind about that. Big McClellan. That kind of sawed me with him, got him from Mansfield, didn't we? If I remember rightly.
Was that when Mansfield were they not in the first division or the second division at the time?
I think they were in the second.
I think there was something about them. I was living down in Nottingham at that time, I'm sure, and something about there was all the clubs were in the first division in England. Notts County, Nottingham Forest, Mansfield, Derby. I think there's another team. I can't remember. It was at Chesterfield. They were all either in the top league or vying for get into the top league. Man, great, incredible.
Oh, don't mention Chesterfield.
Don't mention Chesterfield.
That was that one. Oh, dearie me, man. We managed to get in the only pub that was open that day. That. In fact, on the Yorkshire calendar down here, I'm actually on that. That Adek picks us up and I'm walking down with 8 cans of McCoon's. Like, how you doing, boy? Will there be any trouble? Nah. We've got a bit of history, but we'll be all right. Somebody spotted it the other day. Said, "Have you seen you on YouTube?" I said, "You kidding me?" And I was on there. I thought, okay, I hope my boss is not watching this. Oh, what a day! Well, we've all got stories about them. We need to do one of them shows one night. When we travelled about.
We won't.
In private, then, eh?
No, we won't. Listen, the manager that day was Jock Wallace, Stardog Port Bear, obviously before your time, but we're going to just let you hear an insight into Jock Wallace, what kind of character he was. So if you don't mind, get yourself in mute, and there's some memories for the 1984 League Cup final with Jock Wallace.
The former Rangers and Scotland fullback who played in a few Rangers Celtic matches over the years, Davy Provan.
Well, I think always in a Rangers Celtic game, it's always 50-50. No person can say that if the Celtic are playing well that they'll definitely win, and vice versa if the Rangers are going through a good period that they would win. Rangers and Celtic games over the year have been such that on the day people get the breaks and the team that's not been in form could win. And maybe today that the Rangers could get the breaks and just maybe sneak it.
Jock Wallace's wife Daphne certainly wasn't nervous.
No, I'm looking forward to it very much indeed. Oh yes, definitely. Well, I hope so. Oh, no idea. as long as it's one more than Celtic.
And as for Big Jock himself, well, he had absolutely no doubts.
Oh, I fancy us very strongly. Again, I've got the battle fever on, but I fancy Rangers to win today.
The Rangers support.
Unbelievable. There are big gaps at Celtic end. There were not one gap in our end. So, here and now the celebrations, what it means to us to win.
And who was he most pleased for now that the cup was won?
For the troops, for the directors club, for everyone who works for it, and the fans, especially the fans, absolutely brilliant.
I think the second part of the interview was done after the game. I think he might have had a few refreshments, but that's what he's saying. You've got the battle fever on, comes for.
The battle fever on, get in there, boys.
Port Bear.
I remember that statement, you know, again, seen that many a times on all different platforms throughout my Rangers supporting life. Don't really remember Rangers quite young when Jock Wallace was a manager, but my family that always tell me amazing stories about Jock Wallace as a gaffer. And a lot of the dark times we've had, they've always said, God, if Jock Wallace was there, blah blah blah, you know what I'm doing the sand dunes. We spoke about it at Christmas, didn't we? You know, instead of going to Dubai, maybe Jock Wallace, I took them for their training, etc. You know, but he was a great man, mate. A good Rangers, good Blue Nose, you know, and well respected, my gaffer.
Tough man, a tough man.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, here, can I be about John McClelland? You never come into me when you say it. No, I lost a lot of respect for John McClelland for his actions at that time, you know, because there was reports he went on strike and he refused to play a match. And even though he went up to collect the trophy, he didn't hoist it aloft the same as the rest of the players because seemingly he was wanting more money at that time. And we eventually sold him. We got him for about 70 or 80,000 or something. I think we sold him for about $250,000 or something, if my memory serves me right, to Watford, was it?
I think so, mate.
But it was a great day, obviously, with Ali McCoist scoring the hat-trick and that, and the Rangers winning the cup, but it was kind of soured a wee bit. I remember the Kerry Owen McClelland that he was looking for more money, so for me, it went down in my estimation as a Rangers captain, so enough said about him. But as for Jock Wallace, I get the privilege of meeting Jock Wallace many, many years ago at a function in Dumbarton. And what a fantastic man. Had time for everybody. A larger-than-life character. And didn't he suffer fools gladly. What a man he was, you know. And it was a pity that his second time around wasn't as fruitful as his first time, you know. I think he left with a bit of a sour taste in his mouth. But no, that was... I don't think it was always...
He was somebody that the support were always fond of you.
Oh, definitely, mate. Definitely. No, I've not got a bad word to say about Big Jock. You know, I think we all applaud what he'd done for Rangers, and unfortunately left, and we know the stories about he was supposedly refused entry to Ibrox and things like that. So, and ushered out the door. But hey ho, that's in the history and in the past. But what a fantastic man. I say, privileged to have met him many, many, many years ago, and it was a fantastic night, and he's a fantastic man, and God bless him.
Hi, old school blue, mate, on me. Yeah, man, he done a Rangers Supporters Club and the Luton Rangers Supporters Club, and Big Jock gonna go old school about the tunes he was playing.
Too extreme.
He's like moaning about the noise. Just as well I never heard some of the rubbish you used to play, JFK.
Well, I used to play some no bad rubbish, mate.
You played it well, mate. You played it well. John McClelland, he was ways for about another, I would say about 8 months after that, mate. He left us. Funny enough, his last game for us, I just looked, was against Inter Milan when we beat Inter Milan. Wouldn't hear this. Stardog, we beat Inter Milan 3-1 at Ibrox, mate. Yeah. We're a team that couldn't compete in Scotland.
Did Big McClelland not play up front that night?
He did.
At one point of the game, did he not?
He did, with David Mitchell, yes.
Aye, that's right, aye. That was battering down the rain that night. Liam Brady scored for them, wasn't he? Liam Brady scored for them.
There's some players, Rummenigge, Brady. Brady was, whether you like him or dislike him, he was a good footballer.
Chippy Brady. Brilliant player.
Started some names there for the past, mate. Some legends in the club, and I still say that day was a catalyst for the legends that became Alan McCoist. And I noticed that nobody's disagreed.
No, but I think it would be hard for people to disagree, mate. You know, I've already mentioned he was on a tremendous stick at one point. You know, I know Ian Durrant and Derek Ferguson both came out and backed that up as well. There was chants coming for the stands, Ali, Getty and things like that. And his mental toughness, mate, shone through. And it ended up not being the first time they had to show mental toughness. You know, I know Souness, he wasn't a favourite of Souness. Walter Smith showed him the faith later on, but aye, what a player, mate, and that was a hat-trick against Celtic in a cup final, mate. What a dream come true for a Rangers fan and a right true blue.
There's not very many people who score against a hat-trick against that mob, that's for sure. Sorry.
Who was it that nicknamed him Golden Bollocks? Was it after he scored the overheat kick against the mini-filth? I'm sure it was, wasn't he? Get a nickname Golden Bollocks from that, didn't he? When he come on and scored the goal.
I think he's had a lot of nicknames there, Ali.
Aye. Aye. I think we all had a few for him, like you said, when he was struggling. Like, you know, I can remember. Our Shugs used to. He idolised him. So even when he was bad, he never sort of like gave him stick, like, you know. Whereas I was just, oh, Jesus Christ, you call him a striker, but he proved me wrong, definitely. I mean, he scored against everybody, didn't he? You know, at any level, any kind of goal. I mean, any top opposition he scored. So he's got to be up there, hasn't he?
He became
very underrated.
I think just as Oxtear said earlier, he became a fantastic character within the game. And up to that game that Ox is talking about, the character wasn't there. It wasn't shining. But it started shining after that game, that's for sure.
But also, I think he became a better player. See, when you start watching his game in late in his career, his understanding of the game had changed completely.
Yeah.
But that comes through experience, Portbear.
Oh, definitely. You know, it's either, you know, I feel sometimes during Ali's career, he was asked a question probably of himself and his managers, you know, shape up or shit out. You know, because I think he had a few crossroads in his Rangers career, you know, where he had to either raise his level or he wouldn't have been there. You know, it's like Morris Johnson came in, you know, another big guy. He was nicknamed the Judge then because he was always on the bench. That was another nickname he had. You know, so that one came again. The start, Doug says, showed mental toughness, come back into the team. You know, scored these goals again. You know, get his partnership going with Haley. He's every time a question been asked Ali McCoist, mate, through his career, he's answered it. Even the leg break for Scotland. You know, when he broke his leg, people thought that's him finished. That's I mean, because he broke it later on in his career. That's him finished. A right bag leg break. Nope, he come back again, mate, and still found it back in it. People always say they've 10 chances in a game, you know, and score 2 or score 3, whatever. But, you know, to get on the end of them chances, mate, it takes, I mean, it's natural. I don't think you can train what Ali McCoist had, a natural ability to finish what he did. I don't think you train that. I think that's God-given, you know, God-given right or God-given gift, sorry.
All right. So we're going to move 28 years forward, and Ali McCoist, the manager, and we're going through trials and tribulations left, right and centre. My greatest rivals are coming, and if they win the league at our ground, if they beat us, they've won the league at our place. And our team, which had floundered that season, 11-12 as the season went on, gave us a performance that we knew had in them. If you remember, Alan McGregor, Big Doran, Sasa Papach, Lee Wallace, Steve Whittaker, Bob Canera, Lee McCulloch, Morris Edu, Stephen Davis, captain, Sonny Aluko, and Rhys McCabe. A few people might have struggled to get that. Kel Lafferty, Andrew Little, and Sammy Kirker. There's a blast for the pass. Substitutes unused: Neil Alexander, Ross Perry, Bejoya, and Andrew Mitchell. Goals: Bocanera scored. No, he never. He was red carded. Goals. We won. Who get the goals?
Sonny Aluko, Lee Wallace, Andy Little.
And Andy Little scored. Aluko's goal was a cracker from memory. And so was Lee Wallace. A breakaway. It was a fantastic goal when we thought we had a player with Lee Wallace. How long we turned out to be, but that's another story. Another great day for the support. Circumstances were a bit unusual, Bridge, but it was still a good day for the support. Come off a mute, Bridge. Come on, you're talking to yourself.
I'm asking you a question, Tabby. I'm on mute, sorry. What year was that again?
2012.
2012, that was our bad year, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that. I wasn't happy with that. Sorry?
It was a great day for the fans, because obviously that's all it was. It was a day for the fans for a bit of pride. GFK.
But was that no Ali McCoist, the start of the downfall of Rangers and McCoist as a manager?
No.
We'd already been put in the administration, mate.
Yes, I'm saying that, but that as him as a manager, it didn't work for him at all.
Can I come in here, Rox?
On you go, bud.
That was a huge day for us, mate, in my opinion, because this was going to be their revenge, wasn't it, for us winning the league and doing the huddle at Parkhead, and this was going to finally be their revenge. And they had no trouble kicking us while they were doing. They had their wee party set up, and from what I remember, Sean Ellico had different ideas, mate. Goes it past 3 or 4 players and easily puts it by the goalkeeper, and then we just didn't stop playing for there. But can I just say that was Alan McCoist's first season as a manager, and if my memory serves me correctly, see, before we started getting all the troubles and we get the deduction, we were sitting 12 or 15 points clear.
Right,
we were absolutely flying that season.
No,
we were doing quite well. We weren't doing that well.
We were sitting 12 points clear when we lost. I think it was to Kilmarnock away, mate. And then we lost to St Mirren, and they had games in hand, and then we had the 10-point deduction.
10-point deduction, yeah.
Then it just fell apart for there, didn't it?
Well, it was inevitable, wasn't it? It was inevitable because it was all politics at that time. You know?
But that was our final stand, Oxshire, wasn't it?
It was a fabulous victory. It was a fabulous victory for us, and that's for sure. That's for sure.
He was some bit of business on your local.
Under the circumstances, it was a great result for the fans. Didn't mean a lot, but it was still a good result for the fans. Port Bear?
Aye, it was some fine that season. Sonny Luco, Aberdeen, you know what I mean? Oxshire put him from nowhere. We saw some appearances for Aberdeen when he looked like a bit of a wee wizard. And I think he was absolutely a cracking wee player when he came to us. Even when he left us, and I sort of followed a wee bit when he left, he was doing England in a great couple of years down there as well. So he did. But I do remember that game, you know. As you said, didn't mean much in the end, you know, but it meant a lot to me on the day, personally. And I remember Luco's goal pretty well. I think we went by 4, you know, Ki Sung Young, Chadu Ray, nutmeg Thomas Rongi, and then just slotted it by, I think it was Fraser Foster, if I remember right. You know, what a finish by the wee man. But a big victory for Alan McCoist on the day. But, you know, he didn't turn out to be one of our greatest managers. But, see, at the time, when you think about it, who else would have stood up at the time when we were in the dark days? So in a wee way, I do feel sorry a lot for Alan McCoist his time as a manager, because he took us through some right dark periods when I believe, you know, not many other Rangers men would have stood up.
Aye, he carried himself well. People will say he was well paid for it, but he carried himself well. Well, I'm not so much talking about Alan the manager. I'm talking about that result that day for the fans, Andy.
Oh, I think we all needed that right enough. I thought the Wallace goal was the best one for me, like, you know, but what they were going to do to us, and they were going to sort us out and all that. Well, they got the old Ranger spirit there that day, didn't they? You're not coming here and doing that. And I think they scored late on, didn't they, to make it 3-2, if I remember rightly, didn't they?
Penalty.
Yeah, that's right. And I remember my missus coming in. She said, "Surely they're not going to blow it now." I said, "No, don't worry about it. We've got it here." And I just think for the fans and all that. Was it not 2 or 3 weeks ago though? We went up there and they hammered us, didn't they? I think if I remember rightly.
They scored. Their 2 goals are very late. I think their second goal. Yeah. Their second goal was in injury time. We were coasting. Luco, Little, and Wallace won it, and Bocanegra get sent off.
That's right. Yeah.
Aye, they had 2 sent off, Wanyama and Cha. That was a great game. That was they were all coming to roast us that day.
That's right.
Everybody had written us off, you know. But for us, and in particular, it was a fantastic day. but obviously it turned out to be worse than we thought. But anyway, we'll brush here a tap with that.
Then there was only really Wallace stayed with the club, and Lee McCulloch in that group. I mean, obviously, some of them moved on, some of them left the club properly, you know. And the boy Rhys McCabe and all that, these boys were young boys who had a chance to maybe become first teamers and go through the leagues. You wonder at their advice at the time. They just became bit-bats players elsewhere, didn't they?
Bocanegra stayed with us. Goyan stayed with us.
They stayed and then they left.
And then moved on. Then they moved on. They must have had the agreement with the club, which is what they wanted from Nasham and etc. You know.
You've got to remember Aluko and Obridge, man. I mean, he actually paid money to join Rangers. Basically, he bought out his contract. To come to Rangers, so that there was no ill will to him. You know, he'd paid money.
Oh God, no! There was quite a few. There's quite a few players that when they went with the bet. Stephen Davis is one of them. You know. On you go.
Yeah, of course.
But I think it was just Nasham, and Lafferty, and Whittaker. I think that was the three main ones. Some of the guys, as you mentioned, Reese. Sorry.
These boys, these young boys that Andy Mitchell, well, he stayed about, but the boy Rhys McCabe, who was the other one that he scored a goal against them in the Scottish Cup.
Jamie
Ness. These boys, you wonder what they must think if they hung about, and they could have played all the games through the leagues. And I mean, they could have had 200 games for the Rangers and became legends, didn't they? But they chose to leave, and their careers just petered out. Wild was another one, wasn't he?
Yeah, stupid boys, mate, as far as I'm concerned. I know it might sound a bit harsh, but, you know, if they stayed with us, Rangers are still Rangers at the end of the day. It's still a big, massive institution. It was still one of the biggest clubs in the world. Aye, things were bad, but, you know, Rhys McCabe was, and Jamie Ness were up-and-coming central midfielders, highly rated Ibrox. Rhys McCabe went to Sheffield United, if I remember right, and Jamie Ness went to Stoke and thought, grass was going to be greener. They were guaranteeing themselves, probably earn money. But their careers went nowhere, mate. Absolutely nowhere. And they could have been at Rangers, as you said, with 250 games under their belts, with a lot of thanks for the fans, built their careers, and then and still young enough then to get a move later on, if they wanted a move. But there's a chance to make their name, mate, at Rangers. And as far as I'm concerned, they blew it, because they were very highly rated, them two in particular.
Strange start, dog, yeah?
It was strange. Remember big Kyle Hutton and all? There was Kyle Hutton to Oxford. Kyle Hutton, Walter Smith had brought into the team the season before, and they'd looked quite tidy in midfield. I'm pretty sure he was one of the players that had played against Man United.
He stayed.
But for how long? Do you know what I mean?
Oxford, can I read out the pool of players we had that season?
You better make it really quick.
Grant Adam, Neil Alexander, Scott Gallagher, Alan McGregor, Kyle Bartley, Bocanegra, Kurt Broadfoot, Darryl Cole, Goyan, Hegarty, Papach, Ross Perry, Lee Wallace, Davy Weir, Stephen Whittaker, Sonny Aluko, Bedoya, Robbie Crawford, Steve Davis, Edu, Lewis McLeod, Rhys McCabe, Liam McCulloch, Andy Mitchell, Stephen A. Smith, Jamie Ness, David Haley, Kane Hemmings, Kerker, Lafferty, Andy Little, and Barry Mackay. That was my pool of players for that start of that season.
A lot of players. Anyway, Bridgeman, we've reached that time of the evening.
The time doesn't have to run away, doesn't it? My goodness gracious, what a marvellous night. Once again, another great night, Oxford. I wish I could have asked a few more of those poignant questions about the teams and what we were like, and could we have done this and could we have done that. Can I just say, really and truly enjoyed it. Another marvellous night. Keep it going for everybody. To all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, please keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us, they really do. Keep it going.
I thank everybody joining us. Thanks everybody in the lobby, everybody for listening to Rangers Radio. Common sense, stay in, stay safe, support the NHS, look after your loved ones. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 10 talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, old school boy.
The statement I do make and It is no mistake about a football team that plays down Parkhead Way. They're a shower of diving shites, and you know that I am right, for that's the way the Glasgow Celtic play. They were playing against the Hearts when the ball went into the box. Chris Sutton, he dived down onto the grass. The ref just turned away and carried on with play. The fans then shouted, Sutton, get off your arse. Get off your arse, get off your arse. You diving, cheating shite, get off your arse. Yes, are always a bloody same when you play this football game. You're always diving down onto the grass. Sutton's not the only one when you play against the scum. Pedro Thompson and Hudson do the same, trying to con the referee to get a penalty, for the Celts will cheat so they can win the game. A match against Dundee, it was very plain to see when a ball came into the box to Didier Agat. He turned around, then dived them to the ground. The ref just said, Agat, get off your arse. Get off your arse, get off your arse. You diving, cheating shite, get off your arse. Yes, are always a bloody same when you play this football game. You're always diving down onto the grass. There's a rumour going round up at the Parkhead ground. When you hear what it is, I'm sure you'll think it's true. The Tick have signed a guy to help them when they dive. It's none other than Mr. Duncan Goodhue. This rumour could be right. The other day I watched the shite. They were playing against a team nicknamed the Pars. Still Ian Petrov got the ball and done a terrific somersault, but he was told, hey, you get off your arse. Get off your arse, get off your arse. You're diving, cheating shite, get off your arse. These are always a bloody same when you play this football game. You're always diving down to the grass. The diving still went on when the Celtic played the Dons. Sutton was on the ball when he got the call. The captain of Aberdeen thought he was on a submarine when he heard dive, dive, dive over the ball. The Rangers game was next and they were still up to their tricks. The Gers fans at the time were singing the sash. When Hartson hit the floor, there was one almighty roar. Hartson, you cheating shit, get off your arse. Get off your arse, get off your arse. You diving, cheating shite, get off your arse. These are always a bloody same when you play this football game. You're always diving down onto the grass. Get off your arse, get off your arse. You diving, cheating shite, get off your arse. These are always a bloody same when you play this football game. You're always diving down onto the grass. Yes, she's are always diving down onto the grass.